Welcome back to Sawdust and Brushstrokes. Today I found this this frame at a thrift store. It was $4 and I like it because it's solid wood. I can really work with that. So I found it, and then my plan is to sand it down and then possibly stain it and then maybe whitewash it a little bit to make it look a little bit old and weathered. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do actually. So that's my plan. And then I bought this mat that was 40% off of $9.99, so about $6 for this mat. I wanted to show you who's behind the camera today. This is my youngest daughter, Mila. She'll be helping me out today. Mila, you want to say hi?
Hi.
The first thing I'll do is I'm going to take out the backing in the glass and the picture that's in it. So let me do that first. So the glass is very dirty, so I'm going to lay down a towel and try to clean it up. The dirtiest side, I'm going to start with it. Now, when you're cleaning glass, I've been told it's best not to use Windex, but sometimes I do anyway. I have this other cleaner that I'm going to use, but the most important thing I think is making sure it dries completely before you put a picture beside it or a mat beside it. So that's the most important thing. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sand down this wood with 120 grit sandpaper. Alright, I got it all sanded down. I have quite a bit of dust everywhere, so I'm going to clean that up real quick. Next step is to put a stain on it. I'm using Special Walnut. Okay, so I'm getting ready to kind of whitewash the wood. I'm going to water it down some acrylic paint. I'm using just some folk art wicker white paint, and I'm watering it down a little bit. I'm sure some white wax might work better, but I just use what I have. I do that a lot. Water it down a little bit more. What I'm going to do is put it on and then wipe it off with a paper towel. So I'll go ahead and get the paper towel ready. I think I've decided to not put a shiny finish on it. I'm going to leave it just like it is to make it look old and weathered. I think this will look really good where I'm going to put it. So now I'm going to put everything back together. The first step is to put the glass back in. It's all nice and clean and it's had plenty of time to dry. The next step is to put the mat in. Okay, there we go. All right, let me take a look at that and see how it looks. Looks pretty good. And so now I'm gonna go get my picture. All right, so now it's time to put the picture in. I printed it off from Snapfish. Take it out. So here's the picture. And I'm going to turn it around. I don't really have a up and a down side to the picture frame yet, so it doesn't really matter where I put it. I'm going to temporarily tape it in place and see if I like it. I'm using painter's tape. turn it around while I'm holding everything in place. Just to see it looks centered. It looks pretty good. I like it. It's all in place still. Alright, so I'll finish. I'm gonna keep the painter's tape on it. Keep the sides down. I'm gonna tape all sides down just to keep them down. Okay, let's see how that looks. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and just put the back. I'm gonna use the same back from the thrift store. It has a $4 sign on it, but I'm gonna just use that. The other side is actually the picture that was in the picture frame, and I don't know, I'd rather have this side showing on the back. Alright, so I'll use my screwdriver to move these down. Be real careful, because it can still kind of break the glass. Just take a look at it. Well, I think I am happy with it. I think it turned out great. It has that weathered look to it. I think it's beautiful. You'd never know I got it at the thrift store. The last thing I have to do though is to make a wire hanger on the back, so we'll do that next. This is the hardware I'll use to put on the back of the picture frame. What I'm going to do first is measure from the top. Now double check to make sure you got the right end. Yes, so this is the top. Make sure. I'm going to measure from the top, and I think I'll do it about 6 inches from the top. So we'll make a little line there on each side. This picture frame has thick wood, so I don't have to worry about the screws going through the wood to the other side. But I do have really short screws. Here it is on the wall, and I love how it turned out. I think it goes really well with the other signs I have there on the wall. You never know that I got it at the thrift store. It looks so good. It looks just like something I could buy in the store. Has that weathered look. I love all the character. And I got it for $4 at the thrift store. This is just amazing. There's no sense in spending lots of money on a frame. Love how it turned out. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you next time on Sawdust and Brushstrokes. Thank you. If you like what you saw today, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you.